We are about to start the third part of our event today, and it is the Growth Partners part of our talks. And I would like to start off with Siliņš from Riga TechGirls. Applause, please.
Hello, good day, everybody. While I'm waiting for the clicker, as mentioned, my name is Siliņš, and I am one of the board members and also a project director at Riga TechGirls. I would also say I'm the diversity team lead within Riga TechGirls. It consists of me and me, but we are all about diversity. So today I'm going to tell you what's new with Riga TechGirls, what has happened so far, and what are we going to do in the future. I'm actually not certain. Where should I stand? On there? Yeah, okay, thank you. So, who are Riga TechGirls? We are an inclusive community empowering through tech, promoting diversity and challenging stereotypes for a better future. So that's who we are. Now that you know us, let's talk about what's new and what we have been up to. First of all, Women in Tech Hackathon. This year, as every year, we've been running it for 5 years already, and I see that in the audience we have some participants of the hackathon as well. And yeah, so Women in Tech Hackathon 2024, it took place in the Latvian University's Nature House. We gathered 303 participants from 19 different countries, and they developed 52 separate ideas. So this was quite a feat for us. We were truly proud. We had 13 amazing partners, but as for next year, we will take it a bit slower. We aim to have the hackathon a bit smaller, not that many participants, and I can already sort of whisper to you that probably we will hold the hackathon maybe in this building, and it will, I don't have the exact dates yet, but it will take place at the beginning of March around the International Women's Day. And so yeah, if in case you want to support the hackathon or you want to participate, first of all, follow the information. Second of all, if you want to support us, write to hackathon@rigatechgirls.com, or maybe you want to become a mentor. That's also a possibility. So next March, we are definitely holding our 6th Women in Tech Hackathon. Next up, our pre-acceleration program called Spring Up. Last year, or this year pretty much, it finished up. It began in the fall of 2023. It was super sort of stressful because it was once again a new thing of ours, but we are more than happy to say that 20 teams enrolled from 15 different verticals, and yeah, all of them finished the program and are more ready to attract funding and ready to go into the startup world. And more than that, I am happy to say that we are going to be having batch 2 that is going to be beginning this fall. It is, once again, similar to the hackathon. We are going to make it a little bit smaller, but because we want to help the teams that participate that much more. So we are going to be enrolling 7 teams with high growth potential. And what benefits they can expect is they can validate their MVP, potential team expansion, mentorship, networking opportunities, different, new knowledges, lectures, and so on and so forth. The only requirements are that they are an early stage startup and have a prototype, and it is a diverse team with at least 1 female founder. We are called Riga TechGirls, so that's pretty much a must. And you have to be ready to fundraise. So once again, if this is something that you are interested in, write to our dear colleague Alice Gorenko at rigatechgirls.com over there in the back. Catch her after this as well. If you want to become a mentor, if you want to become an expert, or if you want to enroll in the program. So she's the lead on this, and definitely talk to her. Next up, Discover Tech. This is, I think, our longest and biggest, well, not necessarily longest, but definitely our biggest program. This one, the main aim of it is just to introduce nowadays people to the IT industry in general. If somebody wants to transfer to IT, they don't know anything about it, then Discover Tech is definitely for you. Throughout the years, we've had 25,000 participants enroll in this program, and nearly each of the batches, we have 3 to 5, I'd say even more participants participants, because there have been years with 6,000 participants in it. But yeah, we are going to be opening a new batch, and it's going to take place from the 9th of October until the 26th of November. The language is Latvian. Doesn't matter about the gender. It began as a program for specifically women. Nowadays, also men are invited to participate if you want to know more about the industry. So yeah, more than welcome to join the program. Also, if you'd like to become a lecturer, if you are an expert, let's say on UX, UI, data analysis, or something else, we more than welcome lecturers as well. So write to info@rigatechgirls.com, or applications are going to be open from next Tuesday in www.iepazīsttehnoloģijas.lv. Next up, career coaching. This is another brand new program from us. It began in June of this year. And here the aim of the program is pretty much to prepare the people who are ready to change their careers, to prepare them that much more. And here there is no really opening date. It's all year round. You just need to go to digitālās-izaugsmes-skola.lv. There you will find the specific section of career coaching and or in Latvian karjeras vadība, because this program is also completely in Latvian. And there you will be able to learn everything necessary. And if you are ready to make that change of your career, then this program will really, really help you. And during the first batch, we already had 160 participants, which we were, of course, proud of. Next up, mentorship program. This is also one of our long-running programs where we enroll well, last year was 108 women ready to, become a bit more of an experts in their fields, working hand in hand with mentors throughout a year. And so they enrolled in 20 different topics or verticals. Out of those 108, 90 graduated, which is, I would say, a pretty decent amount, percentage. And moreover, more than that, throughout those months while they were participating, they had to, kind of create these practice projects so that after they finish the program, it's not just about theoretical knowledge, but it's also about practical knowledge. And this year, a cool thing was that the practice projects, the teams worked hand in hand with the Spring Up teams, the pre-accelerator teams. Thus, the participants from the mentorship program could gain practical knowledge by helping the startups participating in the Spring Up program. So in this case, the new mentorship program is going to take place from the January 6th until June 19th, 2025. It's going to be hybrid. And if you want to be a mentor, if you are, once again, an expert in your field of expertise, scan the QR code, or, once you receive the presentation, you'll be able to click on the link. Right now, it's not that possible. And pre-register as a mentor. More than welcome. Next up, Digital ABC for NGOs. This is a program we opened last year. Right now, it's also available in a study at your own pace sort of way. Here, this program is all about teaching digital skills and tools to different NGOs. In this case, not necessarily from Latvia. This program is international. We had participants originally from 87 different countries. So if you are an NGO, or if you simply want to learn a bit more about digital skills and tools, then this program might be for you. Right now, the registration is open, and it's going to stay open. So yeah, you have the complete access to all of the recordings, the tests, and you can also receive a certificate at the end. Last but not least, we have our healthcare program. In Latvian, cilvēcīgi par tehnoloģijām veselības aprūpes speciālistiem. Basically, once again, this is a program where we teach digital skills and tools, but in this case, specifically to healthcare professionals and startups. So this year, we are collaborating with the Rīgas Tradiņu Universitāte, and we are supported by EAT Health. Thus, we also want to help the health tech startups. And the program itself, it's going to start already in 2 weeks' time on September 10th. It's going to go until November 28th. It's going to be fully online. It's going to be in Latvian, though, in this case. There are going to be live sessions. There are going to be recordings available to the participants. And it's going to consist of 24 theoretical and 4 practical sessions. So basically, and 5 independent topical modules. So the main target audience are healthcare professionals. If you know somebody, if there's somebody in your family who's a healthcare professional, doesn't matter which kind of specific profession, let them know about this. They are more than welcome to join. But if you are, working with health tech startups, if you are a part of a health tech startup, this will be helpful to you as well, because the 5th module, it's going to be specifically about the industry for innovators. So basically, we are going to talk about, from the industry's perspective, how it's best to collaborate with them, how it's best to implement new innovations, and so on and so forth. There is going to be also networking opportunities with the representatives from the industry, dedicated Slack community, and the specific sessions. So once again, scan the QR code and you will go to the page where you'll be able to register or share it with your peers. How you can contribute? Like I said, become a mentor, just help us out, spread the word. These are all the things that we are always looking for. So if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out through these means. Other than that, me, Alice, Anna, more people are here from Riga TechGirls. Just, grab us by the hand, ask us questions. We will answer politely and friendly. So thank you so much. This is what's up with us.
Thank you, Pāvils. And next, I would like to welcome Egita Poļanska from right here, Startup House.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Startup House. Super happy to host you and host Startup Association for this big event at Startup Day. And from us, maybe I will tell you a little bit about who we are. Hopefully all of you know, but maybe there is someone who hasn't been here or is here for the first time. And so Startup House, what is important? So we are a co-working, but this is just a physical space for us to reach our end goals. Because we are a non-profit organization, which is already founded by Tech Hub Riga, that has been operating for more than 10 years in the ecosystem, also by other founders. And for us, the main goal is actually to build the ecosystem, help the startup founders grow their business, become successful, hopefully become also investors, and come back and give back to the community. So the physical space is important for us because this is a way how we can bring you all together and create this lovely community. Why we are not your average, let's say, regular co-working space? Because someone might ask, okay, so you're just a co-working space, why should I come here? So we only accept, we're quite picky, so we only accept startups, investors who invest in startups. We also accept ecosystem organizations. So it means whenever you're in the building, you're working here, you're meeting each other, you are all relevant, you can help each other because you're working in the same industry. So that's helpful, and we have already seen that happening in the random connections, in the stairs, or in the meetings, or by the coffee machine. These are already our members. As you can see, it's a diverse community of startups, of investors, of ecosystem organizations, which you also see here, like Riga TechGirls and Pāvils that you heard previously is also part of our community. But in total, these are just a couple of our members. In total, we have around 45 companies working from this building. And basically, we're here that whoever you are and you want to build your startup, we know it's actually very difficult. As you see, this is the startup journey. You start here, and then you kind of go around in the circles, and hopefully at some point it goes up. But we want to be here to help you, to make this journey less painful. So one thing, for example, for the physical space, so we provide you with all this space and services, so you don't actually need to worry about it. But that's just beside the mentoring and, let's say, community part. So co-working space, so what exactly, if you want to become a member, what can you get? It's a place in a co-working space or a private office, so it's a physical space where you come and work. Everything included. So if you want to apply, you can go to our website. We have a couple of office spaces available, and we also have a couple of spaces in the co-working floor open. But those are filling up very quickly. We have, of course, meeting rooms, everything that you might need, kitchen. You have probably already seen that, and this is what we always say is the most important place in the house, because all the business happens by the coffee machine. And coffee is free, by the way, included in the membership price. Event space, of course, this is, you see how it is, you can actually experience it for yourselves. And we are also offering event space to everyone, not everyone, but basically, again, startups, investors, ecosystem members who want to hold event that support startup ecosystem. So again, not any random events, but we want to build like a very startup-minded community here. So it's also available for rent. If you have an event in mind or you want to host it here, you can talk to us. And we do all our, like a lot of events on our own as well. So if you want to know about the startups or you are new to the entrepreneurship world, this is the place where you can come and meet other people, learn different things in the events. If you become a member, so in the co-working space, you also have special events like mentor hours, some different workshops, and a very special event, pancake breakfast. That's, I think, the member favorite one. So once a month, we gather all the members to share their stories in the kitchen, and we also bring pancakes, free for the members. Yeah, and from founders to founders, you also see there. So we also have a support program that if you don't have the if you're a startup, you don't have the revenue or investment yet, you can get a subsidy to be here. So it's very price friendly. And this week we also got great news that we also received some support from Riga municipality. So we will be able to even offer more affordable place in the community for the startups. What's new? What else besides the house you can find? We have a new project or program, pre-accelerator program starting. It's already started this week, but with the phase 1, which is for people who are, let's say, still thinking about the idea. They have the idea, but they don't have the team yet. But soon we will also launch the second phase for teams, small teams with an idea. So please, you can still apply for that. It will be a lot of mentorship, and it's also, let's say, free of charge as a grant. This is our next meetup. So every month, every second Thursday, we have monthly meetups available for everyone. We're hosting them on different topics. So every month you can find something new, and we try to bring experts. As we have a lot of programs with a lot of fresh startuppers coming in fall, our next meetup topic will be how to find your co-founder and start managing the hiring, because that's one of the crucial things that I think the startup needs at the very early stage, besides the product, of course, and everything else, but the team is your biggest asset. We also have this event about the health tech, specifically for health tech, together with one of our other members, Verge Health Tech Fund. And to conclude this, we're also part of the Startup Day. So the second phase of the evening will be outside in the yard. As you see, there's a lot of hustle happening at the moment. So we'll cook some barbecue, we'll have some drinks, so please join us if you haven't. I know there's a wait list, but if you find anyone wearing the startup t-shirt, sign up for the wait list. I think we can smuggle you in somehow, so if you haven't signed up yet. And yeah, and in the evening, so I know there's also some big news announced today for the Startup House, if you have seen on the media and public host. So I will be leaving my position as CEO, and the new CEO will step in place starting already in September in next week. And you will have to meet him you will get to meet him later in the Startup Day barbecue. So make sure you're there. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Egita. Next, I would like to welcome Annija Mežgaile from TechChill.
Hey guys, and I can only agree to Egita because TechChill is located also here in Startup House. It's an awesome place to be because, you know, by the coffee machine, you get these gossips that you will never hear nowhere else. So yes, I'm Annie from TechChill. How do you do it? Yeah, so I have been with TechChill around almost 4 years, but TechChill was founded in 2010, and the idea was born in the Tech Hub Riga birthday celebration. And actually, that's how it feels every year, that it's a celebration of our ecosystem. We are a nonprofit organization, and as I always say, we are independent ones. So we make all the content around startups and their needs. There is no one kind of, you know, godfather who tells us what to do. We are doing it collectively with founders, gather the information what you guys would need. And our main aim has been through all these 14 years to put Latvia on the global startup map. And I can say that we almost already have succeeded because TechChill is known all around, and usually around the date there's a buzz is such a big in different even continents that people ask like, okay, what is TechChill? Tell me about it. But so we build close relations with the leading media because it's media representatives, because it's a big part of how we will build the brand, and that gives us an opportunity to invite the experts around the globe. Yes, so another kind of pitch that I say to the people who maybe haven't been to TechChill, this is a small event, and this is a benefit for us, because it's a way how to actually connect people, even if you haven't kind of used these whatever apps or LinkedIn's, you will definitely run into somebody. So around, so the half is international for our guests, and 70% of startups are the Baltic ones. So we focus on Baltic startups to give them the spotlight to shine. But the half of investors we invite, they are global, mostly Europe, but only half is from the Baltics. Many side events to watch out. So some ingredients, yes. We have, our day 0 is dedicated to masterclasses, and their founders can get practical learnings on different processes of how to build or grow your startups. Networking side events usually happens in the evening, and I bet the Startup House is going to be super busy all of those 3 days. So yes, and the stage content, we have 3 stages, and we build them around to get inspiration, to learn, and give startups the stage to pitch themselves. And matchmaking is kind of the core of everything, if I can say, and usually I suggest to dive in the attendees 2 weeks prior and schedule the meetings, because the right people will be super busy. And to do kind of the research, we provide startups with our investors attending databases, so you can select prior the funds you want to meet that match your business model and the stage, because it's to not waste your time, basically. Expo areas and pitch competition. So pitch competition, 50 founders battle, if it's not always about winning, then it's about experience and what you can get out of it. We organize online sessions, on-site boot camps to perfect your pitch. And for the first-time founders, I think it's very useful and important kind of to get the right attitude, how to present yourself to investors. The top 50 have the opportunity to pitch themselves on a stage, and I can promise you every year the room where the competition happens is full of founders and investors. But it's also an opportunity to get the immediate feedback from our juries from the competition. And of course, there are winners, there always are, and opportunities for investment, 10K cash prize, and many more prizes. But I say it's more experience and kind of you push yourself out of your comfort zone. So how can you get the most? It's important to validate your ideas, your next step with your fellow different startup founders, because we can learn from each other. Also, find your investor, that kind of sounds big, but usually it's important to collect these new contacts, to have like these eye-to-eye meetings so you later on can connect. And it's an easier approach to your next investor. Build new business relations, and of course, if you still have time in between meetings, that you have scheduled to pick some sessions that are specifically interested for you. And so we travel more about kind of TechChill as an organization. We travel a lot around to spread the word about TechChill, to build community, to build the global community, to be part of it. So 3 months ago, we went to Kiev to connect with their ecosystem. We organized the meetup. So our next thing that I want to invite you to join, we are going with a convoy of cars to be donated to Lviv. And it's a kind of great combo for this trip, because at the end of September, exactly those dates, there's going to be the biggest tech conference in Ukraine, IT Arena. So we plan to attend that also. So if anyone is ready to come, and just approach me and I will tell you more. And we are back to chill season of the year to February. That's the original dates. And I think it's going to benefit a lot for us because it's a less busy season, so the competition is not that much in Europe. Any questions, approach me. I'm here always. So thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Annija. Next, I would like to invite Imants Martinsons from CleanTech For Baltics. There you go, applause.
Hello, everyone. Imants, as said already, from CleanTech For Baltics. Happy to be here. I guess most are tech guys, so I'm happy to tell you more about CleanTech. And maybe there's possibly something for you in there. So what is CleanTech For Baltics? It's basically a pan-Baltic think tank, so pan-Baltic is stressed, and we try to get more public support and financing more positive policy for clean tech and clean technologies. And we're not alone in that, so there's CleanTech For Baltics, there's CleanTech For Italy, Iberia, Nordics, for Europe, CleanTech, Tech for Net Zero, which is CleanTech for Germany basically, and which one I didn't mention, France and UK. So there's many initiatives similar like us who try to push for more positive and policy environment for clean tech and more funding for clean tech as well. So since you're probably more tech guys, what is clean tech? So it's agri-tech and food, materials, resources, energy, of course, transport, mobility, and enabling technologies. I'm usually getting asked what's enabling technologies. Aeroness is enabling technologies, for instance. So they're enabling tech in power and energy. So those are the 6 subsectors that make up clean tech. So it's also lots of deep tech, etc. What we do? So we do also eco-space mapping, tracking investments, private investments in clean tech like this. So latest data for 2024 Q2, it's a positive, steady, positive trend for clean tech investments. And we're trying also to give this data to public stakeholders, trying to compare the data with Europe, other initiatives, etc. And in the end, getting more positive feedback that there should be more targeted incentives for clean tech in the Baltics, in Latvia, etc. Anyhow, we have coalitions. So that's the Baltic Coalition, which includes public stakeholders, VCs, etc. So if you're looking for support for your idea, for your startup, which is clean tech, we're happy to connect you in the Baltics. So I'm here in Latvia, but there's colleagues in Estonia from CleanTech for Estonia, or Lithuania from Sunrise Valley Park. But I do believe that Baltics is small, you can reach those people easily yourself, but we're super happy also to connect you to those initiatives abroad. So you have a technology which is super important, true story, in the UK, which aligns with the policy changes in UK, and you want to get the right people there. Happy to connect. We have those connections. What else we do? We do coalition meetups. So we had a coalition meeting in May. It's usually quite policy focused. So we had members from the Baltic Assembly joining, so politicians talking policy, energy security, how we can promote that, what's missing, what public financing is missing. So we're super happy to receive your feedback that we can work with to talk with those people. And then we're also engaged in public activities like the European Parliament elections, getting those parliamentarians on board with the clean tech idea as well. That's that, but I do believe funding is always on your mind, so to say. And CleanTech for Europe is the mother initiative, so to say. And they have a super strong network. Go visit cleantechforeurope.com There's the CleanTech Investor Alliance. We're happy to help with that, so check that out. What they also have done, there's also a big public financing chunk out there that is designated for clean technologies. It's sometimes a labyrinth, right? So they made a tool to ease the way to find the right instruments for you. That's also on the same website. That's that. We try to be active and quite vocal in different kind of events. That's the upcoming ones. But what I wanted to mention is COP29. Does anyone know what that is? Okay, so there's the World Economic Forum in Davos. You know what that is, right? You have heard about that. So that's the same basic for climate, environment, and clean tech. And it's happening this year in Azerbaijan, Baku. I know it's a strange location to choose for that, but I was trying to ask who's interested in that, but I guess nobody, since nobody knows about it. But there's going to be also some activities related to that. So if you want world-level exposure, that's the place to be. But happy to talk to anyone who's interested in that. That's it. Thank you.
So I would like to invite Marija Ķiesnere and Agneta Rumpa from Sorainen, who will be presenting next.
Hi. So there's the two of us, but do not be afraid, we still only have 7 minutes to entertain you. So yes, I'm Agneta, I'm attorney, I'm with law firm Sorainen. This is Anna, she will tell a bit about herself in a couple of minutes. So what is Sorainen? Hopefully you have actually heard about us because we are the largest law firm in Latvia and actually in the Baltics. But even if you have not, then we are a full-service law firm. So that means what we do is actually help companies from their birth date up until they potentially face some issues. Hopefully not, but that happens. Life is life. So we do help with those first steps, which is getting financing, concluding loan agreements, etc. And yes, indeed, up to even legal disputes. Why a big corporate law firm and startups? That might seem like a very counterintuitive combination, but actually it's not. Because we have decided that helping startups is one of our missions, and because we do believe that that is one of the sectors that we should focus on as it has the most promise, and not only words, but actual examples. Here are some of the clients that we have worked with. I will mention a story about Bolt, not because it's maybe the most famous one, but because I have actually worked with them. So in the initial days, what they needed were, of course, investor agreements in place to make sure that the founders get a fair deal of what they're offering, that their investors are not just making all the rules. That was the initial part. Then there was company incorporation, things like that. Most of that, of course, occurred in Estonia, but there was also a need for assistance in Latvia. And then as the company grew, inevitably, there were some barriers to break, some challenges, and then we, of course, helped with those as well. What I've seen so far with working with startups, of course, is this big elephant in the room. If I'm a startup, likely I might not have a lot of money to spend for legal help, if any at all. And we have actually thought about it. So some of the ways that we still can help is, first of all, we, of course, have some special startup-friendly hourly rates. That's one of the options. And another option, well, actually there are several some practical things that you can actually apply for even starting today. And here I'll give words to Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna. I am not a lawyer, but I can connect you with the best ones. And I wanted to share 2 opportunities that we have currently for startups. First one is our annual pro bono program, Shared Mission. This year it's particularly for defense and security sector players. We dedicate 100,000 euros annually for projects. As I said, this year defense, and if you're a defense or security startup, cybersecurity also counts in this case, or Ukrainian defense company, then please apply for free legal help. We already have selected 9 projects, but the applications are open and ongoing, so if you feel like you might qualify and need our expertise, the application is on the webpage. And the other thing is we do monthly free legal clinics for startups. The next one is on 24th of September. You can discuss any legal topic with us, with our experts that come to your mind. In few days you will be able to book 1 hour individual time slot for you with our experts. So again, on our webpage. And as we are trying to adapt our offering and help you every day better, please scan this QR code and answer a couple of questions. This is more for startups, as we're trying to adapt our offering to startups in particular. And to motivate you a bit, there is a prize for randomly selected winner that would come in handy maybe in the autumn. And while you scan the QR code, I would also like to remind that we are always open to partner up with community organizations and ecosystem partners to find synergies and see how maybe we can help support the ecosystem even better together. So you can reach out to us also if you need a legal partner. Yeah, that's it, I guess.
Yes, so just stop by, say hi today, or just find us on the internet.
Thank you both. I also wanted to say a big thank you to Sorainen, who is one of our corporate partners. And if you're interested, we have some ready-made templates in collaboration with them for the basic startup needs that are available to everyone on our website. Further on, I would like to welcome Matīss Neimanis, who will be representing LVCA.
Thank you. Yes, in some 7 minutes, I will give a quick insight in the VC industry in Latvia. So sometimes I have been asked, so what about the competition in Latvia among the VC funds? And my usual answer is that if we would need to compete only with the local VCs, it would be so easy. So the world is flat not only for startups who are looking for investors in the region, also for the VCs. We are also looking for the startups around the Baltic region at least. So, and that's why, so this is the picture from the Baltic VC report, so where you can see most of the active VCs in this region who are operating either in Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, and some of them also from the Nordics. So, and when we talk about VCs who are either registered in Latvia or well represented here, so there are a lot of them, as you can see. Some of them are investing very actively. For some of the funds, the investment period is over, but they are fundraising themselves. If we talk about the next stage companies, so again, Latvia is very well represented, as well as in other stages. So overall, a little bit about the numbers. Last year, all the VCs from Latvia who are registered in Latvia made investments in around 124 million. So more, is it a lot or not? So up to you. But there are altogether almost 24 investment funds registered in Latvia. Not all of them are focused on startups, but there are. One of the challenges in the VC industry is that usual people, so maybe not you, but when we go outside and we ask, can you name some well-known startups or the companies you are proud about? Not too many people can name the companies usually all of us know, like Printify, Irons, whatever. So, and this is one of the challenges we are dealing with, because when we talk about the VCs, it's not like they started to make investments in last few years. By the way, does anyone know when the Latvian VC Association was registered? So it means that at one moment there were enough players in the market so that there was a need to have umbrella organization. So any guess when Latvian VC Association was registered? In 2003. So 20 years. So it means the these investment funds here are already for almost 20 years. And by the way, there are some companies, maybe you know very well them, but they also have received in one day investors' money, like Hans Matrix, Depot. So I guess these companies knows everyone. Another thing, when we talk about early stage investment funds, so there is a very important player, Altum, financial institution Altum. I guess all of you know them. So, and one of the things what we have faced is that not often, but there are cases when startups think that if this is state-owned organization, so they are supporting startups. So, and it means that through the VC funds, they are also kind of supporting. But when we use the terms, it's very important to remember that Altum is also an investor. So, and Altum is a strategic investor for a lot of these investment funds. So, and this is also why I'm mentioning that, because also in the industry, we have faced the challenge that sometimes startups are complaining. So some of the VC funds have received also investment from the Altum, and then they say, okay, you have to support us because we are just from Latvia. No, also Altum is just an investor who is investing in these VC funds, expecting to get back much more than they have made investment. And also now there are some good news that the end of this year and the beginning of the next year, there will be at least 4 new, not new, but some of them already are, all of them are already investing, but from the technical perspective, new investment funds who will be looking for startups and be ready to invest. So the flag up, so they are going to invest in a little bit later stage companies, Bad Ideas Fund, Venturous, Build It. So these will be the 3 funds who, starting from the spring of next year, are going to invest a lot. So, so those who are thinking about business ideas, I suggest to reach out them. If there is someone who is in the role of private investor, I also recommend to reach out these 3 funds, because I think so. They are still fundraising, because Altum is putting part of the money, and that also private investors are joining. And the rules, the terms for private investors to join these funds are incredibly good. So it's unbelievable so how good terms for the private investors are. So yes, I suggest you to reach out these three funds mentioned down and the flag up. So who is investing in later stage? So maybe some quick questions. I think I still have 1 minute. Yes? Any questions? Okay, if not, then I saved some minutes. Time is money. Thank you.
Next, thank you, Matīss. Next, I would like to welcome to the stage Elizabete Silava and Matīss Katanenko from Civitta.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Elizabete from company Civitta. We offer consultancy offerings to you. And yeah, we're a pretty big company. We work all around Europe, and we pretty quickly are expanding. And yeah, we offer a lot to you as a company. But today we are gonna talk about more about Project Erasmus Young Entrepreneurs. and yeah, what is the project and what we can offer of it to you as young entrepreneurs and startups. And today we're going to talk about what you need to be as a young entrepreneur. And for our program, to qualify as a young entrepreneur, you need to be at least 18 years old, have less than 3 years of entrepreneurial experience or business idea that you want to develop, and have to be at least half a year resident of Latvia. You don't have to have nationality of Latvia, you just have to live here for half a year. And we are also searching for mentors to this program, where people can come all around Europe to Latvia and learn about our entrepreneur culture. And these are criteria for the mentors, as you can see. And they're almost like the same for young entrepreneurs. The only thing that they're changing, that to be a mentor, you need to have at least 3-year experience of entrepreneurship. And what you need to register. For young entrepreneurs, we're expecting CV, business plan, and to fill out form in this website. And you click Civitta as your contact point, when we will be the ones who will be taking care of you when you will be abroad, and we'll be looking to your application too. And yeah, I just went to, sorry. With fast, and yeah, there are some criteria for the business plan. You can write to our email that I will show later, where we will send you more information about business plan and CV. What are we expecting from you? Nothing crazy. And yeah, why it's important to have a mentor in this program, and it's necessary. You can gain a lot of it, and just contacts, information, and more so on. And the thing, when you find the mentor in this program, then you need to write a commitment plan. Commitment plan, you write all the goals and expectations from this project that you are expecting. And then you go on exchange. We offer from 1 up to 6 months exchanges, and you get monthly support. That is on the next slide. It varies from the country, and it's up to 1,200 euros a month. And here are more benefits that we can provide you from this program. And here are the countries that you can go. We have exciting news that from 1st of February, you can go to the USA, Canada, Singapore, and UK. We have here Matīss today, who will talk about his story. He went to the USA when it was possible, but it will be once again offered to you from the 1st of February next year. So here are the grants that we offer. And the next, I will give the words to Matīss about his experience in this program.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Matīss. And just a quick question. Is there an age limit to this program?
No.
Okay,
no
so
age limit.
basically all of you could apply to this program. You could travel the world, meet entrepreneurs. My choice was Singapore at first, and then I decided, okay, let's go to San Francisco. And I'll tell you about quickly how I got there, what I did there, and what were my main takeaways. So how I got there, I needed to find a mentor. Of course, they have a huge list of mentors that I could apply to, but I decided to try my chances and find a mentor. So I wrote to 100 founders on LinkedIn in San Francisco that had a bio tag, I'm a founder, and I eventually found Scott, who was my mentor. It wasn't an easy job, but I did, and I was really happy to find this mentor. He was building his sports equipment company, so we had daily meetups with him. I was helping with his business, and he was helping with my business. And yeah, eventually I got there. Needless to say that San Francisco is a super expensive city, so I collected all my savings and just it disappeared in 2 months. My time that I spent there, it was 2 months, so this winter. And once I got there, I decided to squeeze the maximum out of this experience. And what I did, I just applied to all of the networking events. That also helped me to save on my food budget, because you can essentially grab something from the networking events for free. And there are like hundreds of events in San Francisco. If you're ever going to San Francisco, just text me. I have a good list of sources of events where they're just posting, oh, here you can have like this event and this event and this event. And it's just a matter of choosing which ones you plan to attend to. And yeah, there were like many interesting interactions. I visited like this discussion with a former CEO of Disney. I joined the Founders Running Club. I was running together with employees from SpaceX, Tesla, Apple, and it was just amazing to talk with them and see how they think, and also other startup founders. So yeah, it was pretty amazing time spent there. Also, my mentor was a professional surfer and climber, so I got to learn some. I had my own guru on surfing and climbing, bouldering. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. I think I squeezed the maximum out of it, and the main takeaways are that essentially they are way less pitching and way more building, and building way faster. So this is something that I took from San Francisco, and my plan is also to execute and build fast, and maybe less talking, which I'm doing today, but exceptions happen. Yeah, so I suggest to everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. So you can for sure write us to our email. It is erasmus@civitta.com. We will send you more information, and information about the program is on our website too. It's Civitta.LV, where you will be finding all the information about the program, and you can of course contact us about everything. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabete and Matīss. Next, I would like to welcome Pāvils Misiņš from SEB.
Hi, Pāvils Misiņš from SEB Bank. It is odd to see maybe a bank on the stage, but many founders have contacted me and asked, can I just get a loan? Can I not raise capital? Well, there will be a long answer to that on the 10th of September, when the Startup Association is letting me have 30 minutes about the topic. So in 7 minutes today, I'll say not easy, but maybe. SEB has venture debt in Stockholm for over 4 years. We've lent 35 million plus to Swedish startups, and in the start of this year we decided to bring this product to the Baltics. We have the investment committee, we have the product set up, so we are very happy to offer it to the Baltic startups. I'm covering Latvia, Estonia and Lithuania, so if you catch me at the barbecue or later this evening, I'll tell you more about the experience in other countries. But let me then proceed to the product itself. Venture debt is this sort of thing that helps you save equity. So helps you save ownership of your company, so eventually you keep more. It is available to companies that are still burning cash, that are still pre-profitability. But that said, it is at a stage where you are post-product market fit and you have a strong traction. So it's for the very early stage companies, maybe it's not for you, and I'll tell you more on the 10th of September. But it's something for you to plan. So then when you are raising Series A, then you're ready and you know the product and you know how to go for it. We lend up to from €500,000 to €2 million, up to 4 years. 4 years is quite long, normally it's 2 or 3 or shorter. And we don't ask for repayment until the end of the loan. So you can use the capital all the way through the term. And we never become your shareholder. So that's the benefit. We never sit on your board. We might want to read what it is that you decide on the board, but we're never voting on your board. And we as a bank, we are of course interested to keep you as a customer. So maybe we would like to finance you post this particular venture debt loan in the future. So our money does not run out. We're not a fund. We're a bank. We have lots of it, and we hope to work with you in the future too. So the question is then, what is it that we want from you as a startup? We want you to be on a venture path. So we actually want you to have venture investors in your cap table. We would like you to be Series A or later, which means you have your post-product market fit. I mean, that's a relative term, I know, but still, it's your more post than pre. This is what we'd like from you, and we'd like you to have strong traction. And strong traction is really to protect you and us so that you grow out of this loan. Eventually, you don't have to repay it, you can just grow out of it. Yeah, so turnover above €500,000, preferably ARR, but at least turnover over €500,000, and a Baltic connection, which means it's okay to conquer the US from the Baltics. If you and your team have left the Baltics, then it might be a bit difficult. Right, so this is my story. More on the 10th of September, as I said. Thank you very much for the Startup Association for inviting me. Yeah.
Thank you, Pāvils. Next, I would like to introduce Ilze Mauriņa and Zane Vipule from the Latvian IT Cluster.
So, hello everyone. I'm Ilze, this is my colleague Zane. We are representing Latvian IT Cluster today, and we would like to tell you a bit more about one of our projects we are running at this moment. It calls Eskaltech. So, we will tell you about the opportunities, what it offers.
Latvian IT Cluster wants to help, actually, to grow IT companies so that we would have more new members. So we are thinking that we need some companies to support them in growing in other markets. So that's why this project, Eskaltech, where we are providing 70% of co-financing through the Central Baltic project that we are doing together with Estonian IT cluster and Finnish IT cluster. So basically it's meant to be, you go outside to export, participate in various trade missions, we share some knowledge, contacts and mentors. So just to explain what it is exactly. So we are looking for companies, so below 5 years, 7 could be maximum for deep tech. That it's very wide space, so ICT, smart mobility, smart production, e-government. So basically it's free in overall, but it's not older than 5 years. So what we are thinking, so we have €200 with a basic fee so that we do understand that you want to participate in our program, which includes 5 basic trainings in Latvia as the minimum of the project. So during the project, you will be getting different activities, and 30% will be co-payment from you, 70% from our project. So what it includes? So we start with basic trainings. So we have we start with creating a roadmap, then we have different topics there, and the project goes up till January 26, but main activities will be all in 2025. So definitely, so you have to be already ready with your product so that you are going in export markets. And then you are welcome to participate. These are the different training programs that will be held by Estonian and Finnish companies. They already have the startups in a list and they are up to the go. And we have created the plan up till an end of the next year. Then we are thinking that there will be a lot of trade missions that you can apply to. So we are selecting now the countries, but of course it depends on your plan and where you're going and where you're aiming at. So you can participate in those potential trade missions or skip them. Or startup events. We have possibility to cover the participation fee as well as traveling costs. There are certain limits to that. It's not that you can go to the top €1,000 hotel and spend the night there, but it's a decent amount and you can get the 70% off. So yeah, this is the apply, but so just to apply, and then we start this journey already. So we application is till September 27. We don't have the QR code. It's just a.us/Escaltech. And scale up as well was, yes, scale up. So just to understand, it's so 200 euros you pay in so that we understand that there will be a group. We're looking around some 20 active companies that we're ready to move in this direction. So if you're looking, for example, only for sales market, you can pick up, okay, so you have basic 5 trainings. You can say, okay, I want some exporting experience seminar in Estonia. Then, okay, I'll be participating in some 2 trade missions, and I will attend startup events. The project budget, I do understand it's small, but at the same time, it's from 10,000 euros. So you can be small and you can be larger company. So it depends. And we are also looking for companies that are interested investors as well. So if you're interested in attracting investors, you can go to 5 different startup events, and it also will cover from that budget. So what's the benefit as well? Basically, we have no bureaucracy, or we could say minimal, because everything will be covered from Latvian IT Cluster side. So it's more, but just delivering the papers, of course, it's necessary so that we can get the administration tasks flowing. It's post-payment. So you go to the event, we are paying at everything, and then you are getting the bill for 30%. We have the individual approach because they will be working with 20 companies. So if you believe that we are missing some event and there other companies will be interested, so 2 can combine and can go to the trip together, or we can try to arrange if it fits to the schedule. And it is an international project. There will be meetup with also Estonian and Finnish startups, and it's meant for the growth of the Latvian startup community. So Escaltech, a project to accelerate your presence in new markets. It's starting now. The application going till September 27, and yeah, we are looking for some 20 companies who are ready to spend some money with us and export in new markets.
Yes, and if you have any questions, just please feel free. Here's my contacts, and together with Zanda, we will spend some time here as well. So just let's catch up, and we will be glad to see you participating in our project. Thank you.
Thank you, Zanda and Ilze. Next, you've seen quite a lot of me today, so it's only fair that I would also introduce myself and Startin. So I'm Laima. I'm the new community manager at Startin, the Latvian Startup Association. So what is Startin? Startin is the Latvian Startup Association, and our aim is to support the growth of Latvian startups and the Latvian Startup ecosystem. How do we do that? First of all, by support and advocacy, for example, lobbying to the government. If you know the startup law, we help make that happen, and we also helped to bring it back. And if you join Startin, you get a free consultation on how to best use the startup law in your favor. Second of all, networking opportunities. Networking opportunities. We organize a lot of different events, like this one, that's for everyone, but also just for our members. Just 2 weeks ago, we had a really great event called How to Not F Up Your Cap Table, where 2 of our member founders were sharing their stories and experiences with investors. Further on, we also do different events with investors that I will talk about a bit more in the next few slides. And then also educational programs. For example, we do workshops and webinars. You can find our webinars on our website in the Learn section. It ranges from interesting conversations with industry experts to things that every startup should know and things that will help you develop, I guess. This is us. Our team has grown a bit in the last year. We also have a new board that was elected in January, and they have been an amazing help for us in these few months. And hopefully in the next year and a half as well. So there's great things coming to you soon. Then we have around 130 members at the moment. Around 100 of them are startup members, but we also have ecosystem members, investors, and corporate members. At the moment, we're actually revamping our membership offer, and we will be publishing it soon. It's going to be even more startup focused than it is now, so stay tuned for that, please. And then the fun parts. Upcoming events that we have for the next few months of 2024. Pitch Bootcamp is an amazing opportunity, and it will take place from the 23rd to the 25th of September, right here at Startup House. It is in collaboration with 2 Dots, a global consulting agency that has helped over 2,000 startups. If you are currently thinking about looking for investors or in the process of looking for investors, this is an amazing opportunity for you to improve your pitch deck, feel more confident, and really wow your investors. If you want to, if you're interested, here's a QR code. You can scan it and sign up now. Again, amazing opportunity, world-class consultants. And then later on in the fall, October, November, after last year's successful VC in Town events, we are doing the same the same concept again this year, where we're bringing foreign investors and matching them together with startups from Latvia and doing full intensity 1-day event with these investors and startups. So if you're a startup that is currently looking for investments or thinking about looking for investments, please let us know. You can email info@startin.lv, and we will keep you on a list and see how best we can connect you. And then thank you. If you wish to become a member, you can scan the QR code.